can you open your camera so that we can have at least eye contact for better communication?
Okay, wait, sir.
Okay, so today we will continue what we have discussed last meeting about index and match function. Okay. Share the screen. Okay. So as a summary, okay, so index function is basically will produce a cell. Can you see my PowerPoint? Yes.
Yes, we can see it, sir.
Okay. So index function will produce a cell from an array or table, given the row number and the column number. Okay, this is the summary. And the match function will give you the row. Yeah. So match function will produce a row of an array. So if you have an array and you have the value, okay, so it will, the match function will match the value within the array. Okay. And now the matching depending on the type. Okay. So if the type is 1, then it's assumed that it must be numbers, okay, in ascending order. So it will give you the row location of the largest value in the range that is less than or equal to the value. Okay? Now, if the match type is -1, so it assumes that you have descending order of numbers. Okay? So numbers is important there. Okay? Now, if your match type is 0, okay, it will find the exact match. So in this case, it's not necessarily number, it can be numbers or string. Okay. Now we can use this index and function. Last time we discussed how we will use this for finding the cities, yeah, distance within cities, and given the name of the cities, then you can find the distance between cities. Okay. And we also have discussed last meeting, if you can find the reference of the entire row or entire column, okay, so that you can find the sum of the distance, for example. Now today we continue that with this practice. Okay, so you create a table. Actually, this is the table that summarizes the US sales, laptop sales, the data that I have given you in Google Classroom. Okay. So given this table, if you don't have this table, you just type whatever you want. Okay. So there is a product with this string, not numbers. And then you have a few numbers of the April, May, June. So these are the sales. Okay. The question is, now if you have this monthly sales of several products, okay, how do you write a formula that returns the sales of the product during that specific month? So now the input is 2. Okay. One is the product, second is the month. And we want to get the sales. How are you going to do that? So the secret ingredient here is to, of course, to find the row and the column, right? So, and then then after that, you can use that row and column using index. Okay, so to find the row and columns, you can use match. Okay, so you find the match of, say, for example, the product here within the array of the product. And then again, you match the months, okay, of the columns, the name. Okay. Once you get the row and the column, then you can easily use index, okay, to find within that table. Okay, so this is the answer. I hope you can start to practice, or if you have practiced about this before, you can show me. I will allow you to share. Okay, your turn.
Wait, I'm still making the table for from the data.
Yeah, okay. If you don't have it, you can just type any, the product can be ABC, the numbers can be any numbers. It doesn't really matter. Once you finish, can you show your screen, okay? It will look like this. Data, and you can use index. Say you want to, this is the formula. Then you can see right now is June, so I can change this to May. Then the result will change. This is a kind of filtering. Of course, the table here is very small, so you can always see less. Your real table can be very big, right? Well, then this filtering is helpful for you. Say you want to change this to a cell. Okay, so 400. Change it. Now you have two. Okay. One is the product name, and the other one is month. Two input, and the output is the sales in the middle of the table. Yeah, I believe you will face this kind of tables and filtering a lot of times later when you do data analysis in your workplace. Okay, you can share your own screen.
Oh, yes. So I got this data from the US laptop sales, right? I create pivot tables into this. So it has the type of laptop and the month, and within it the cells. So I copied it here as values, and yeah, I create product. So I can just copy one of them, and yeah, it's just values June. Copy it, maybe April, May. You can change it as well. So here index, I use index, and A28 to D46. That's all of this. Maybe I should change it into LUT name. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it doesn't move here after this. And match, I will match the product as the row name, and the array name is here. And then the match, I will match the column match. I will match the month with the array as April, May, and June. And then both of them must be 0, right? Because you want the exact match. And yeah, you get it. So I just
so you can also add, for example, if what happened if there is no, for example, if you type July, there's no data.
Let's try. Nothing. Oh, so if we can add if and a, right? Oh,
yes, if not.
If and a.
Yes.
Value, comma, value of NA. Not.
No.
Hold on. Yeah. I forgot this again.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Perfect. Perfect.
Yes.
Super. Livy, you want to share your screen? Join. Pancha, you can continue with the next practice.
This one, but I still cannot.
You cannot.
Check again.
The match is 12, correct, and then A2, correct, okay, and then the column match.
This one. It should be like this.
Okay. So, okay. So, good. And then now the sales. Can I see the formula for the sales? Index. Oh no, the index of the table is the whole things from April to June.
Oh, all of this?
Yes. Correct. Yeah, you got it.
Right.
Very good.
Also, if the alphabet, like previously I write all with the uppercase, right?
Yes, you can use upper or lower letter. We will use text function.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, right now it's perfect. Yeah. So, do you think you can share your screen? Okay. September. Not found. Okay, super. April. Perfect. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So let's move to the next practice. Okay. In this practice, you're given, say, the same table or in here is the name of the CEO. Okay, and their salary. Oh, very big. Huh? The salary is $1,000,000 per year. So, given the list of the CEO salary, how do you write a formula that yield the name of the CEO with the highest salary? Okay, and then how about the CEO with the 5th highest salary? Okay, the highest salary is easy, just max, right? How about the 5th highest salary? So This is to demonstrate that you can use what is called argmax, yeah? Argument of the max. Using a max function and index function, you practically can create what is called argument of the max. Okay. So this is the formula that you can use, and the run you can put there.
Sorry, sir. You're not screen sharing yet.
I'm not screen sharing yet. Oh my goodness. Okay. Can you see it now?
Yes.
This is the table. Okay. Anyway, the most important is the name and the numbers. Again, it's up to you to put any name and any numbers there, okay, and not necessarily in order. Okay, and then now we're going to find the maximum and the fifth largest. Okay, so of course the fifth can be fourth largest, third largest, whatever it is. Yeah? So to get that, so you input the rank in yellow there, and you use large. Large is another function. Okay. So given the array, okay, and what is the rank that you have, it will give you the row similar to max. And then now you get the ID using the max. After that, you can use the argument of the rank max using index. So when you combine index and max, okay, and maximum or large number, you will create what is called argument of the max. Okay, try it, okay? Then you can start to see. So Excel have function maximum, that is to give you the maximum value. Okay. Argument of the max is what is the row or the name of this maximum. Can you try that? Something like this. Okay. So if you want to get the number one, of course, it will give you the same thing as max. If you give number two, okay, large here will be the second largest. No? So if you put 5, it will be the fifth largest. So the index of the max, because we use max in here, that means it will give you the row. Yeah. Of course, this is the seventh row. And then the argument of the max, when you use index, that will give you the name of the CEO. Okay, your turn.
So I have this name, company, and salary. So this is pretty much just random. So for max, maybe I can zoom it a little bit. Yeah. So for max, I just find max and the array here, index max. So we match the max with an array, the array here, and then the value at the end is 0. And argument max, we just index this one match and find the array here. Well, actually the array is here and we look up the F9 and the column is 1. For rank 2, for rank we I create, oh sorry, no, large the array and then column the rank, and then the same thing, the index and rank. So we can change this into like 3 and it will change.
You use large.
Sorry?
Use large, right?
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, very good. So, over the others, Leafy, Joy, you want to share screen? You're in the next. Okay. So you just change the rank to 5.
Sorry, sir.
Change the rank to 5, for example.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. So you have no problem?
All good, sir.
Okay. So,
Sir,
yes,
I'm having problem with the max.
Max. Okay, show me.
I'm not done yet because my internet died before. This one. Just show 0.
It shows 0. I think maybe because this one is in
Currency.
Okay, can I see for Max E19? Max is from C19 to, okay. Can we remove can we change that to, I mean, from C19 to 41, can we change the format to numbers? General. To just numbers. Maybe you copy and paste from the internet, so it gives you the value in strings rather than the real number. Okay. Paste as value. Enter. Okay, so there is a string with dollar. So if you remove the dollar, right?
Or do I just try a random number?
You just try a random number. I think it is.
Oh yeah, it worked. I
Yeah,
think it's because I
the
copied it from
formatting.
there.
Yes. It's just okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes,
I'll
yes.
continue.
It's just a formatting problem. Okay, so the next practice, yeah, the last in this index max function. It's actually more interesting. Okay, so given the debt, so you have a debt, okay, say 2,000, and then you have the interest, okay, say you have interest of 10% in 12 months, okay, and then you have the payment every month. Okay. So now you create the monthly cash flow, okay? And then the question is this: how long will you be able to pay back your project initial investment costs? So I think this is an interesting problem, right? So if you have an investment, it's a kind of debt, right? And then, of course, you have interest on that debt, and then every month you pay. Okay, so example, you pay 50. So how are you going to return? The question is how long? So this is the example of using months. Yeah, how many months? Which month you will be able to pay? So to compute that, so you use month, okay, and then the debt. The first one is you just copy from the value in the yellow, okay, and then from the second row of the debt, then you start to compute. The debt is based on previous one, right? Plus the interest, and the previous interest, plus the payment. Okay. The interest is the actual debt times the interest rate. Okay. And then the payment is just copy of the payment. And then you copy down. And then which month you will be able to pay. So then you use months of 0 of the array, and then -1 because this is you arrange in a decreasing order. Okay. So once you make this, then you start to create a chart. Okay. So this is an example. I will show you the screen. So example 20, right? Okay, so 50. Yeah. So you create a chart of the debt and the interest. Okay. So the debt is on the left side, the interest is on the right side. Okay, right. And this is an example of what is called difference equation. Okay. So your debt is actually txt. Okay. Depends on your previous debt. So t-1, right? Plus what? plus the interest. So I will put alpha is your interest rate times xt minus 1. Okay. And then minus with the payment. Okay. So your payment is, for example, y. T minus 1. So this is the difference equation, okay, because you have t in here today, and you have t minus 1 here as yesterday. Okay. So once you finish, please share your screen so that we can check.
Okay, I can share my screen too.
Please go ahead.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you need to add the months. How many months are you going to finish your loan?
Maybe
That one you continue the whole things, the whole row. So you copy one. No. You copy from, for example, in row 17, the whole row. Yes. Control C, and then going down until 100 of that.
oh, okay.
Okay. They continue down. Oh no, not until million. Just several hundred. Control C, copy the cell, and then copy down until just 100 of them. 100 only, not until 1,000. Control C, and then you select down, and then Control V. Too much.
Wait,
With me, I will just use arrow or pitch down. It's faster. Okay. Yeah. Super. Yes. So you see, that is the start of negative, right? Can you see? So your debt positive,
yes.
okay, it will turn to negative at certain point. There, right? So you need to identify this automatically. When will it will turn into negative, from positive to negative? And the question is to use maths, right? Maths of 0. So, and then you get the array of the debt, and then you use minus 1.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, the debt. Yes, from 7 down until the end. Until that, how many? Until 100 plus. And then must start is negative 1. Okay, you get 49, right? Is that correct, 49? Yes,
It's correct.
correct. In the 49th month, so it turned from positive to negative, right? So with that, you can start to change the value. Okay. In the top,
Which one?
in the top, going up. You go up to A1, home. Okay, so for example, your monthly payment now not 50, but say 40. What will happen? Change to 65, right? So of course, because your payment is lower, so you need to pay longer. Correct. So the same thing if your interest is not 0.8, but actually 1%. Say 1% per month. That is 12% a year, approximately. So how many months? From 65 now become how many months?
70.
Okay. So now you start to plot. So the plot is between month, debt, and interest. So you put like the month, debt, and interest.
Create a chart.
Yes. No, you select first. Before you create the chart, you select first.
So the month and the
Month,
all of
debt, and interest. 3 columns. Okay, down. Very good. And then now you go to the chart, the XY, the dot.
this one.
Correct. Insert scatter plot. Okay, that one, correct. Click, okay. So now the problem is your interest is right. So you need to put it in the secondary axis. So click the orange one. Right click. And then format data series. And then select a secondary axis.
One and then
Yes, secondary axis. Okay. Okay. So your debt is the first axis. Why your blue is disappear? Maybe because it's too big. Okay, no problem. So let's you can close this format cell area. Okay, and then go up again in the beginning. Let us see. Change to 15. What will happen? No. Go up to the A1 again. Now your payment is 15 instead of 40. What will happen?
50 or 15?
15. Oh, where is the charge? Can you see the charge?
Here.
Oh, what happened? What does it mean? What does it mean?
you are not paying enough. The interest is higher than the amount that you are paying. So you're not even covering the interest.
Yes. Okay, so be careful when you have debt, okay? Grow, instead of paying your interest, your debt is going up and up, never finish. As long as your life, it will grow. Instead of going down, it will go up. So chart will tell you the pattern, the behavior. Oh, right.
So I have a question. What's the difference between the secondary chart and
The primary is in the left. The secondary is on the right. Okay, I will show you my screen so that you can see it. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay, so I will put it 15 so that you can see. Okay. So if I put, so the debt is on the left. Okay. A while ago, what? 40. What will happen? No, 20. Okay, you can see the debt is in the left and then the interest is in the right. So you see the interest is supposed to be 16, right? The value in here, 16 until 12, right? So there it's also from 16 to 12, while the debt is actually 2,000. So you see the right, the left axis is between 2,000 to 2,500. Or 1.5 to 2,000. Right. So in that way, you can separate two. In one chart, you can have two information. One is in the left, the other one's in the right. Different axis, different values. Why you do that? Because the interest is too small, isn't it? First time you see that the interest is like look like flat. Correct? So now you want to make it so that, hey, they're different charts. Okay. If you want to look at the interest, look at on the right. If you look at the debt, look at the left. It doesn't mean that the interest is higher than the debt, okay? It's just two information at the same chart. Okay. So important lesson here is never borrow money that you cannot pay, okay? If you borrow money you cannot pay, okay, what will happen? Yeah. It will go up and up and up, okay? So if you, for example, you borrow 2,000 and you pay only 15, you see here, the debt is going up, not going down. So in that case, you need to find out the equilibrium. You know what's the meaning of equilibrium? Where your payment, what is your payment so that it will become flat? So if I put 1% here, okay, and I put 2020 here, you see it's flat, right? What is the meaning of this flat? Anyone can?
It means that the amount that you pay is the same as the interest per month. So you're just paying the interest.
Yes, you're just paying the interest and your debt never finish also, okay? You still have 2,000 debt forever. As long as you're alive. You got it? Equilibrium is not a good thing. So if you put it 21 here, then it starts to go down. Okay. So if you put it 19 here, it will start to go up. So equilibrium is the flat. in the chart. So any question? So you get it when I say equilibrium. Okay, flat line. Okay. Joy, you want to show your screen or Pancha?
Sir, I cannot get the chart to be like yours.
Yeah, okay. So go to the go to the orange one. Click the orange.
Orange.
The orange in the chart.
Oh, okay, yes.
Right click and format.
Format to the series.
Yes, and put a secondary axis.
Oh,
okay, you got it. You cannot because your data is too big. So put the monthly payment, for example, 15 or 20.
okay, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joy.
I want to actually ask.
Okay, cool.
For example, this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I already get like the where we pay for our last month, so it ends at 26 months. The debt is cleared out. But then, how do I know? Like, how do I automatically? It won't be this much, right? For the last month payment.
Okay.
So how do I automatically change it here? This one I'm manually like searching for.
No,
month
you use
20
maths. You use maths.
for this one.
Wait, what can I see the content of F50 in your cell? Can you click F50? F50.
F.
Yeah, F50.
The 26 and the 25, the 25. No, the yellow one.
The yellow one.
Oh.
Oh, there you get the 25. Is that correct?
Yeah. But it's not finished yet at 25, I think.
Okay, so then you need to add one. Why is not finished? Okay. I know why. Because your array is not complete. Your array should be until the end, not 75. Say 100.
Okay, now it's done. But then I want to get like the exact numbers. I mean, like for this one, we won't pay that much, right? Actually, we only pay like
you can use index after that because now you know the row, right? So get this 27. That one is the row. After that, you can use index if you want to know the payment. So again, you put either the interest or the payment. The array is, what do you want to know? The debt or the interest or the payment?
The payment, the last payment. So because we finish at month 27, right? But we won't pay that much at month 26, right? It won't be 787, but only 700,000. How do we get that number automatically?
Yes, you can. You get the debt first at 20. No, you index the whole debt. And then get the row of that F50.
So do we click on F50 or do I just?
Yeah, you just click F50. Okay, then close it. Okay, that is the one that you have. Is that what you want?
Yeah, but we need to add interest too. Also, I can just like this. Can I do like this? Is it possible?
What is that?
I want to add the interest too because you need
you
to
want to add the interest too. So you just you get the interest array. Is that 51? Not 50, but I think F50.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it works now. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes. So great. So with this, our lesson in index and math is finished. Okay. Sorry to extend the time. Next meeting, we will discuss about tax and date and time. So please read before the time, okay? Before the class, please read it first. Especially the tax is only information, not so much practice.
Sir,
Yes.
can I ask you about the webinar on September 3rd?
Okay.
Since you are the moderator,
I will post the recording. Is it okay?
oh yes, it's okay.